Far from the wicked tree, put the pressure on his misery. And lives in me, but I fight cause the light at the end of the tunnel will deliver peace. Be the epitome.
Mike Santana providing a distraction to help out Joe Hendry. And now security is trying to clear out Brian Myers. We're scheduled for Edwards versus Santana, and it's gonna happen now. There's the bell. Santana versus Edwards is underway.
And this one starting out hot. Santana wasting no time here, taking it to Edwards.
Santana, who 2 weeks ago went one-on-one with Moose, that was after the system laid him out backstage.
Allegedly. Allegedly, Tom.
Oh, and a thumb to the eye there by Edwards. It took literally every member of the system and JDC to thwart the efforts of Santana in that match against Moose, and ultimately Santana's injuries that he sustained in that beatdown were too much, and the face of the franchise got the win.
The result is the result. Moose stood tall, and now Eddie Edwards has a chance to follow suit here.
First time ever these two have gone one-on-one, but once upon a time, LAX and the Wolves very familiar with each other. Remember, it was the system who screwed Santana out of competing for the TNA World title at Slammiversary. Santana has not forgotten.
He had a hit out on the system ever since. And is here collecting on that with Eddie Edwards.
And had it not been for the number of injuries he had sustained at the hands of the system, Santana looked like he could have beaten the former TNA World Champion Moose that night 2 weeks ago.
But hey, coulda, shoulda, but didn't.
Oh.
But man, that's a good start on taking out Eddie Edwards.
Oh, there's Alicia
go.
Edwards, no longer banned from ringside.
That's a ride or die for you.
Now Santana focusing on Eddie Edwards' opposite side of the ring despite the distraction of Alicia.
Edwards able to get out of the way just in time. And
look at this, Eddie putting his own wife in the path of Santana.
She was moving there anyway. She would do anything to protect her man,
Give
to
me
protect
a
her
break.
husband.
What a coward Eddie Edwards is.
Strategist. Oh, don't you get the wrong idea, Santana.
And Alicia continues to involve herself in these matches.
Ooh.
Eddie Edwards uses the distraction and drives Santana into the apron. Can Mike Santana get back in it against Eddie Edwards of the system? This match continues. Picture in picture.
And this one has gotten nasty. We just saw Eddie Edwards give a variation on the Blue Thunder Bomb right into the spine of the apron here.
And the official was dealing with Eddie Edwards, didn't see Alicia just kick Santana.
Santana had a fast and furious beginning to this matchup, but Eddie Edwards, using strategy to his advantage, has made this one very much in favor of the system.
Oh, Alicia raking the back of Santana. Again, the official was dealing with Eddie Edwards, didn't see the illegal contact.
This is just how you start that system reboot we've been talking about, Tom.
Santana sent to the corner by Edwards. This is a taste of what the system is going to bring tomorrow night at Emergence. Pressing the shoulders down and a kick out. Another cover and a kick out. Edwards out of frustration, a third cover, and Santana stays in it. Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, Moose, and JDC will face Mike Santana. Oh my God, look at the back of Santana after the attack there by Alicia Edwards, taking her fingernails into the back of Santana.
Mark her target.
Santana will team up with Hendry and the Hardys to face the system tomorrow night at Emergence. Oh.
Eddie Edwards, though, in a mood here tonight, a little nastier than usual if you ask me. Really sending the message home to Mike Santana.
Was ejected from ringside from Myers versus Hendry, and then had to watch as Hendry pinned Brian Myers, his tag team partner. The system, I think, despite them talking about a system reboot after Slammiversary, everybody except Alicia Edwards lost that night in Montreal, sold out at the Verdun Auditorium at Slammiversary. I think Eddie Edwards and company are still pretty salty, Ray Wall.
Hell yeah, they're salty. And they're going to make sure everybody who needs to pays for that. And it's starting right here tonight.
Oh, and now Alicia grabbing Santana by the hair. Eddie distracting the official again.
Hey, well, if Santana's tag team partner tomorrow night, Joe Hendry wouldn't have put his hands on Alicia Edwards, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
And who's to say Alicia Edwards won't get involved in that? She's got her own match tomorrow night at Emergence, teaming up with Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance to face the Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace and Spitfire.
Yeah, that's right, the first lady of the system, Alicia Edwards, is busy doing what she can to keep the system on top, just like Eddie Edwards is doing in this match.
And we are back here on TNA Impact. Every member of the system doing their best to thwart the efforts of the team that they will face tomorrow night at Emergence in Louisville, Kentucky, live on TNA+. Flapjack there by Santana. It'll be Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, Moose, and JDC against Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, who defeated Brian Myers earlier on tonight, and the Hardys. That 8-man tag team matchup goes down tomorrow night at Emergence.
Huge 8-man tag. This match could be pivotal in gaining a bit of an advantage, especially if they can do enough punishment, inflict enough on their opponent here tonight. We already know Mike Santana suffered injuries in recent weeks. Now, Eddie Edwards looking to exacerbate that.
Got jumped by the system. That's how those injuries were occurred.
Allegedly.
Now Santana out of the corner. Chops right to the chest of Eddie Edwards.
Edwards responds in kind, though.
Out of the corner, Santana trying to quicken the pace. Oh! Toe with a boot right on the chin.
It's a nasty one for Eddie Edwards, but look out, great recovery.
Follows through, going for the rolling buck 50. Cover. Oh, and Edwards able to kick out. Still to come tonight, the TNA Knockouts World Championship will be on the line. Jordan Grace defends against Ash by Elegance in a false count anywhere style of match. It's a match by Elegance. Plus, Eric Young goes one-on-one with Hammerstone, and you, Mr. Raywalt, will conduct the final face-off before Emergence between the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth and his challenger, Josh Alexander. That's still to come.
That's right, Ben. Grueling hour-long Iron Man match tomorrow night.
Ooh, outlined in chalk. The OIC. Santana got that one, and the low single leg drop kick sends Edwards out of the ring.
Catching a moment to breathe here, but I don't think Santana is gonna let him.
Santana over the top and wipes out Eddie Edwards.
Santana absolutely fired up, and let's take a look at why Santana goes flying through the air to take out Eddie Edwards on the outside.
And now Santana's going up top. Santana's got Edwards down. Frog splash, cover. Oh, and Edwards got the left shoulder up in time.
Gonna take more than that to put down a former TNA World Champion.
Eddie Edwards has had a lot of backup from his wife, Alicia Edwards, throughout this matchup on the outside of the ring. Tomorrow night at Emergence, it'll be Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich, the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, teaming up with Ash by Elegance to face the Knockouts World Champion, Jordan Grace and Spitfire, in a 6 Knockouts Tag Team matchup. That is, we could see a new Knockouts World Champion tonight. Call for spin the block, call for the STB and a back elbow. Santana, once again, going for the rolling buck 50. Boom! Thunderbomb! Cover! Santana able to kick out.
Incredible counter from Eddie Edwards there. I don't know how Santana kicked out of that.
Second time Santana has suffered that in this matchup. Before the break, he suffered that same move into the apron, the hardest part of the ring.
But now Edwards has Santana exactly where he wants him. He's got him on the defense, and he's weak. Can he put him away here?
Now Eddie Edwards trying to set up for the Tiger Driver. Santana able to get out of it. Shoulders down, great counter, and a kick out by Edwards. Oh! Boot right to the face. On the pump up, and down goes Santana. And now Edwards draws Santana close.
Can he get him here? There's the Tiger Bomb!
Cover! Santana able to kick out. And Eddie Edwards discards the elbow pad. Bone-on-bone contact. Is Santana out cold? No! Santana stays in it.
Just by the skin of his teeth. His teeth that almost got knocked out of his mouth by Eddie Edwards. But now, Edwards has the opening here to hit the final shot to put Santana down for good. Oh, disgusting.
Oh, knee right to the chest. Edwards making Santana pay for his defiance. And now pulling down the knee pad. Once again, thinking about bone-on-bone contact. This time wants to end it with a Boston knee party.
Could be lights out for Mike Santana here.
Santana's saying, bring it. All over the Boston knee party. Santana had an answer. Boot to the face. Wanted to spin the block.
Edwards had an answer again, no.
Now Santana spins the block. The STB. Santana topples Edwards.
Here's your winner, Mike Santana.
A rough result. A rough pair of results for the system, back-to-back, ahead of Emergence.
Will it be a system failure tomorrow night at Emergence? Santana, Hendrick, and the Hardys face JDC and the system tomorrow night live in Louisville at Emergence.